drink and I smoke weed, and so has the majority of this room.
I don't give a bro. They me, right? I was 2 years old. I have proof of that too.
I'm okay. I'm not dead.
One form of recovery every day, drinking wine only.
This is where, again, you can start to see signs that this guy is going through what seems to be a manic episode. Ryan Garcia is set to fight Devin Haney on April 20th, but something is absolutely wrong with him. Is it a manic episode? Is it simply just a marketing ploy for the upcoming fight? It's hard to really tell, but let's take a look at what has been transpiring over the last few days. It was at the press conference where things started to look a little bit weird for Ryan Garcia. Let's take a look at just some of the clips that I saw that really threw me off.
I don't do cocaine. I will do a live drug test. I drink and I smoke weed, and so has the majority of this room. So has the majority of this room. Weed is legal, bro.
It's young kids watching us.
I do drink, I do smoke. Now what? It's okay. Guess what? We all have our flaws, and we all evolve as people. I don't know how many people have been 25 years old and made $100 million in their life and can do whatever they want. I want to see what you would do in my shoes.
That's right.
Probably a lot more than some weed.
I do think it's funny that they're talking about cocaine and weed, and Oscar De La Hoya is behind Ryan, like sniffling, like he's having those cocaine tics as they discuss one of his favorite pastimes.
I'm gonna try to make it short. What happened in my life as a little baby, defiled. Then after that, my family loses everything. We're sleeping in cars. 5 kids.
I don't know if you guys just heard what he said. He talked about being defiled as a, so it's getting dark. This is, again, where those telltale signs started to creep through a little bit.
Everything I have today, I earned it. I didn't. Nobody gave me a handout. I never had money. Maybe I didn't make the right move, the other day, posting that picture, me lighting it up, bad move, my bad, but you keep it moving, life, I just want to let God, if I'm not the man I'm supposed to be, that means God's not done yet.
So yes, if you guys aren't aware, and he was shown smoking marijuana, I believe it was on Instagram Live. This sparked concern because the fight is right around the corner and he's fighting one of the greatest fighters of this generation in Devin Haney. By the way, these two people have actually fought each other in the amateurs, I believe more than once.
Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia.
They know each other's styles. Ryan knows how tough of a fight this is going to be, but he still chooses to indulge in alcohol and marijuana. But it's interesting that he seems to be very self-aware of the fact that what he did was probably not the best thing to do, showing him doing that on Instagram Live. So a little bit of self-awareness there.
Say it louder, please.
Devin, leave.
You need some coke to talk. You need some alcohol to talk. This motherfucker sound dumb as
I'm on like 20 black coffees, no cap, all black coffees. That's what gets me going. You know me, Demi? I love you. True. You with me 24/7. Have you ever seen me do cocaine? Never in your life, huh? I love you. What happened? Ever. Out of here, motherfucker. Hey, what if I came up there and I beat the motherfucker? Bet you won't do it.
Ryan Garcia is obviously getting trolled here at the press conference, and you can see him start to lose a little bit of control. Devin Haney is throwing gasoline on the fire to try to excite this whole drama. And if you're wondering why Devin's doing that, well, it says it right here. Devin Haney believes that it's all an act, that he's intentionally acting crazy to try to sell their fight. Devin's belief is that Ryan is faking being crazy. Does make sense, given that he only started this behavior last Sunday. Before that, Ryan seemed normal, except for him admitting that he smoked weed and drank. Now, after all that, I would have said, listen, that's not too crazy. He's definitely playing a role. Talked about his childhood a little bit. That was a little bit much. But outside of that, it seems like a guy who's maybe drinking a little bit, going a little crazy, losing it. It's not uncommon for fighters to do that. But it wasn't until he shared a Twitter space with Andrew Tate where I started to suspect that something a little bit deeper was going on.
Yo, Andrew.
Hey, bro. All right, talk to us.
Bro, I don't give a bro. They held me down and they made me watch. I don't give a anymore.
Where?
Bro, they took me to the in woods, bro, and they tied. I'm not joking, bro. I have proof, bro. I don't give a bro. I will show you every video you could ever believe. Grove is real. You know the higher elites, bro. You already know who they are, bro.
You know the path you're going down is dangerous, my friend.
I don't give a They can't touch me. I'm a god.
I can sense in Andrew's tone that he's picking up on the fact that this isn't a guy who's just going against the status quo and the machine, so to speak, but he's actually experiencing something that could be medically related. He's unhinged. He's not communicating concisely. He's throwing around accusations that don't seem to be actually correlated in an organized manner. And you can kind of sense it as the conversation goes on.
Because I care about you a lot, and I can assure you from my own personal experience that they can touch you.
Bro, no, they can't, bro. All right, so come touch me.
You have proof of this on your phone?
Yes, of course I do.
He's claiming to have videos on his phone. These are claims that up until now, as far as I'm following the story, I haven't seen those claims substantiated publicly. But this is where, again, you can start to see signs that this guy is going through what seems to be a manic episode.
When did this happen? Where did this happen? What exactly did you see? Why have you tweeted the things you've tweeted? Let people at home understand you a little bit.
Because I don't give a bro. They me, right? I was 2 years old. I have proof of that too.
You know there's going to be people who believe you're just saying this because you've, I don't know, had a mental breakdown or taken drugs and you're repeating some of the things you've said on the internet. And so they're going to not believe you unless you come at it very coherently.
For all the people that are saying it's simply fight promotion, again, this is the moment where I started to feel like perhaps, again, this is something deeper going on here.
If you want people to believe you, you're going to have to come along and explain from the absolute beginning exactly how it happened, who was involved, how you got there, what car you were in, where you were standing, everything.
Of course they're gonna want that, and I have all the information possible. At the right time, I'm gonna release all of it.
Okay, so if you take a look here, you'll see some of the screenshots from his stories, man. Obviously leaning on the whole biblical context with the 666, but not coherent in any manner. As you can see, it looks like he's just bashing the keyboard at this point, right? Straight button mashing. Shortly after the interview that he did with Andrew Tate, he released this video where he looks like he's being held captive, if I'm to be completely honest, but let's take a look at this.
Hey guys, it's me, Ryan. I'm coming on here to explain what's going on. I'm not in possession of my phone. I can't get access to my Instagram. My cards are locked. I personally wanted just to send out a video to the people that love me and my fans. I'm okay. I'm not dead. I believe in Jesus. All those are lies, and they try to put me in jail. They're blocking my cards. I can't access my money. I don't know what's going on, but just know I'm okay.
So after that statement, he continues to just like post all over Twitter, just wild posts, you know? So that was balanced, right? Leaning back on the religious thing, which is perfectly fine. At least he felt and seemed to be a little bit more put together, right? This is not too crazy. Have I said one lie though? Maybe, maybe not. I'ma prove I'm not tripping. Then he starts reposting things about the Grove. He starts reposting stuff about this, that he was taken there, etc. Ryan Life Matters. Now this is what gets me, annoyed as well. He talks about something that happened in his childhood that's pretty catastrophic. This is a big claim, and I'm absolutely going to assume that what he's saying is the truth. But then a day later to start trying to get something trending just feels a little opportunistic to me. See, even this individual says this is starting to seem like a clout chase. To go from such a dark story to then trying to get something trending is like, I don't know, man, not my vibe. And really a lot of the most recent tweets have been related to Jesus and religion, culminating with this one, which I actually think is quite creative. I changing the Pope name to Poop. How many more will y'all allow this to happen to? You guys can make your own assumptions on what these screenshots show. It's just text, by the way, YouTube, but the point of the matter is he's going back into that bag, which is very heavy. Now, here's the thing, man. You can make these claims that are 100% true. We know that this stuff happens at the upper echelons of the entertainment industry, the powers that be, which I believe are absolutely in control of the information that gets disseminated. And so what he's saying, once again, is factual, but it's skewed with weirdness. It's skewed with clout chasing. It's skewed with manic behaviors. And the rest of these tweets, as you guys can see for yourself on the screen, is just heavy. The next pivot that he made was the Gaza pivot. So he went from the religious connotations, the Pope, what's happening to young children, etc., to Gaza, which again is absolutely, heartbreaking what's happening out there in the Middle East. But the pivot seems illogical. It seems disparate. Again, important to talk about 100%, but again, just not rooted in what we would consider, if you're rational watching this, a rational line of thought. I'm calling for peace in the Middle East. Now, it doesn't do anything for us because now we're thinking, is the mother just trying to plug a fight, or is he really going through a manic episode? So this is one of the most recent videos up until the point that I'm filming this, where someone in his corner is signing a sort of makeshift contract about how much he'll be training and all this stuff, which makes me nervous. I'll get into my opinions in more detail at the end of this video.
All right, we got Ryan's. Come on, come closer. We got Ryan's.
Yeah, come closer and leave a like. The best segues.
Number 1, train 6 days a week. Number 2, 1 form of recovery every day. Number 3, no smoking at all and no edibles. Number 4, drinking wine only.
I don't even take edibles though.
3 glasses on Wednesday, 4 glasses on Sunday. And remember, this is like
non-negotiable. I know.
But you don't have to do it.
This is the people in his corner. But Steve, wine has resveratrol. I'm not anti-wine. You could do it. I don't drink personally at this stage of my life, but I'm not going to say you can't drink. Taporia drinks a little bit of wine. He obviously knocks people dead. The thing is, you got to think about the current state of the individual. So if his mind isn't functioning in the best way, perhaps dehydrating it and dousing it with a chemical like alcohol probably isn't the best decision to make. I think most people watching this who are rational will agree.
No eating out, no fried stuff like that. Sleep, Bible study, love everyone. Number 9, your daily meditations.
Keep in mind, he's getting ready to fight Devin Haney. Devin Haney is so fucking good. He's so good. His jab, his timing, his head movement, his ability to gauge distance. He doesn't get tired. He's strong in the clinch. You're drinking wine. You have to negotiate not getting stoned. You're fighting the best fighter in your weight class in your generation. No stone unturned. No stone unturned if you're fighting Devin Haney. And his corner's like, who the is this guy? First of all, I don't know. And then he goes back into more, I'm gonna call it conspiratorial, not to say that what he's saying isn't true, but again, it's not substantiated. He made giant claims a few days ago that have not yet been shown to be true as it relates to stuff on his phone, etc. His last tweet, I, Ryan Garcia, will not be speaking or tweeting or writing anything other than my fight, boxing, and sports. All topics of discussion will be discussed after my fight. 5 weeks of focus. You have my word. I'm locked in. I'll see you on 420. Oh no. I, Ryan Garcia. And it's De La Hoya. De La Hoya, you behind all of this on these tweets? You the one controlling this? Someone needs to take control. You know, one of my biggest issues with this whole situation is that it seems as if he doesn't have the right corner people, the right people in his life to help guide him, to tell him, dude, get off the phone. Let's get your head straight. I'm hoping that this last tweet isn't actually De La Hoya and it is Ryan Garcia, and he's going to focus for the next 5 weeks. In my opinion, you need more than 5 weeks for someone like Devin Haney, but we'll see how that all goes. If you guys aren't aware, Ryan Garcia experienced a very tough loss last year against Tank Davis. It was a lovely body shot. A lot of people put a ton of pressure on him after that loss, saying that he quit. He didn't get up when he could have. And I don't know about you, but as a man, especially if you're young, undefeated, in your prime, so to speak, and you now have the weight of the world on your shoulders, which he alluded to in the press conference. He said, do you know how it feels to have $100 million and the weight of the world on your shoulders? Couple that in with brain damage, maybe not manifesting completely yet, but definitely takes a lot of head trauma since he was a child, coupled with substance abuse, coupled with pressure, finally losing, you know, having to come to terms with your own limitations. Now you got hanger-ons. You got guys who are telling you exactly what you want to hear. You have unlimited amounts of money. It seems to me that this all culminated with what seems to be a manic episode. Now, I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you think this is all just a marketing ploy? Because I can understand that. If any of you guys say that in the comments, I'm not going to argue with you, because if it is, I think Ryan Garcia is a true piece of because he's using a very dark story from his childhood to help sell a fight, which is tasteless. The kids that are going to see this, that went through similar stuff, that are going to get triggered by the stuff he's tweeting, it's going to put them in a bad space. So if that's the case, shame on you, Ryan Garcia. But I'm going to believe that this is actually a manic episode. He's going through a mental break. And even if you look deep into his eyes, there's something not quite there. There's a slight delay. And that's just my interpretation of the situation. I personally feel like they should put the fight off, maybe wait a little while, let the dude get his together. I don't think you have to throw this guy out to fight Devin Haney when he's in a state like this. But regardless, I'm going to keep track of the story. I hope that this is the end of this whole debacle, at least for the next 5 weeks, and then I guess we'll see where things go. Now, this is a story that I really didn't want to get involved in. I kind of danced around it for a few days before shooting this video, and it's just really touchy for me, but it does perfectly intersect with combat sports, self-development, and influencer culture, which is all 3 things I cover here on this channel, so I had to throw my 2 cents in there. As you guys know, and maybe you don't know if you're new here, but I have a link down below. It's to my mailing list. It's about mental health, how to get yourself in the right space, how to manage your circle so that you don't have weirdos around you trying to take advantage of you, how to just be more perceptive. If you're interested in joining, it's completely free. Click the link down below. Strangle Gang, as always, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next one.